Let me say goodnight to my work.
All right, friends, welcome to Phantom Reading Sprints tonight. We are 10 days in already. Can't believe that. It goes so fast.
It does go fast.
Yeah. Oops. It's not showing me who's watching yet, but it says we're live, so we'll just assume so. But anyway, Tuesday night, apparently, when I picked this night, I didn't realize I would be counter programming to the debate, but hopefully some people can hide from it and come watch us, because I was like, I forgot. Honestly, I think I probably picked my date before they picked this date anyway, because they've been all over the place with that. So anyway.
I think they did.
I was here first. You can
I only listen to I only read it afterwards anyways, because I can't watch it.
I can't listen. Like, I know it's important, but like I can't listen.
I cannot hear Trump's voice like at all. Like it's like a trigger.
Well, for me, it's personally, I don't like hearing politicians argue and not get to talk. Like, I don't like it in any setting where people argue and talk over each other. But
yeah,
in a debate, that's literally what it is. So that's why I don't want to listen to it.
Yep.
So anyway, let's see who's here. We have Fairies here. Hello. Hello, Autumn Team Ballet Dancers. Oh, well, we'll see about that. Kristen, hey Kristen, welcome.
I'm having so much fun with this readathon, honestly.
Yeah. I'm like scared all the time what's gonna come. So I feel like we've been relatively nice to each other. Like, everybody has been afraid to like throw the first stuff, but
well, it's early,
I know it is. That's why I'm scared.
I feel like towards the end of this readathon, everyone's going to be super cutthroat.
I know. It's going to be crazy. We'll see if some people end in the negative or something. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that would be interesting. Maybe it's like going to be who lost the least.
Right? That's what it could be. For sure. Perfect timing. Just finished a book and starting a new one. Nice. Excited to be here. Knives Out.
Autumn is out for blood.
I know. It's crazy.
What are you reading?
Yeah, so I am also always in a million things. So I'm not sure what I'll pick. I have an audiobook that is All Is Well by Corinne Michaels. I have an arc of that. And then I'm also reading, I have a historical called Trail of Sunflowers that I started like the first day of the readathon, and I haven't finished yet because I had other stuff come up. So I might read that. I do this weird thing where like I'm working on my cross stitch and I read at the same time because it just gets me moving through things. But I don't know. I also might listen to the audiobook. So I'm all over this.
Who is Trail of Sunflowers by? That sounds familiar.
Oh, it's by Tanya Fisher. She's a pretty small author. This is only her third book.
Okay, it's not what I was thinking of then.
Yeah, she writes some. It's weird to put them in a Western category because they don't fit what like Westerns were, but like they are. They're cowboys in America, but they're not like typical Western, honestly. But Western I really like them. Yes. Western it is the Old West is when it's taking place. And, all the people who love cowboy romance today, they should try some historical cowboys because those are the tough stuff. So,
yeah. I think the only ones I've really read and liked were the Beverly Jenkins ones. Yeah.
Otherwise known as the underdog. Well, Raul, that might be the place to be for now. Team Raul.
You will be fine. You will be fine.
Like, everyone's throwing it. I mean, you didn't see it, but on Team Stella, we're saying maybe we say screw Christine and we'll steal Raul at the end. Maybe we want him to be we'll be his bossy older mistress or something.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Starting second mate games already. Pestilent, Steal with the Demon. Man, everyone's going hard for those books.
They're good.
The chat for that has just been wild.
They're just so fun.
Yeah. You're not playing today, but you love this. You just finished It Happened One Autumn, and now you're reading The Keeper. Oh, nice. It's fun. Reading Her Soul to Take. Oh, great one, Komal. Love it. Hi, Crystal. Hello.
Hello.
So fun. You're one of those people who will be watching the debate. I mean,
It's okay.
good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important. The debate is important. It's the fate of the country. So I'm not saying that it's bad, but you got to tell me how you feel about Her Soul to Take. Oh, you're talking to her. Yeah. I love those books. I love those books.
I've never read them.
Yeah. It truly tells me how much publishing is shifting that those books are traditionally published now, because like it's so wild.
But they're on an indie label, no? Or
Well,
label.
yeah, but they've been
Publisher.
traditionally published now.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's just not by Balloon. It's by someone else who got it. I mean, they're on the shelf at Barnes and Noble, so they're traditionally published now. Like,
Right, yeah.
like during COVID, there was indie books making it to the shelves, but now it's the indie books that have been republished that are there. There's not as many just indie books off the shelf.
I don't have a Barnes and Noble, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
All my book places are gone, so I can only buy online these days or secondhand. Like, I mean, I have library and stuff like that, but there's rarely any romance on the shelves.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I'm still reading Your Coffin or Mine. It's a gothic rom-com. It's so adorable.
That's fun.
I'm like enjoying it. They're like meet cute is hilarious. So
I love that. Ania, is that how you say your name? Ania. Reading Midnight Duet, a book that likely wouldn't have picked outside of the readathon. It's a Phantom remix. Yes, I saw that one. It's been such a pleasant surprise. Yeah, I mean, I put that one on my list of possibilities. I probably won't get to it, but it looked good. I remember when that one came out.
That was like a sci-fi, right?
It?
I think it's like a sci-fi.
I thought it was the flip. It's a gender swap one, where the like Phantom character is a woman who owns a theater, and then there's a man that's like Christine.
That's right. Her other book was the Jen Comfort's other book was with an astronaut. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. So yeah, I
think this one was the gender swap version. Yeah,
gotcha.
Which I think is definitely smart idea too. The heroines in those books were very frustrating, Monica. I won't lie to that. But my favorite heroine in the series was the last one. I liked her the best. She was not stupid, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, Julia. So good. I'm glad you liked it. Love that one. But, yeah.
Ooh, Son of a Witch is a wicked year too. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't that series have like 4 or 5 books in it?
I don't know.
Pretty sure the Wicked series does.
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, Wild Eyes. Well, I'll get back to that series one day. The Elsie Silver ones.
Well, now that she's traditionally published, you have lots of time in between. The next one won't be until March. So her books were coming out every other month, and now
I have to be really in the mood for cowboy.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
And my last cowboy was like Alien Cowboy, so you know.
I love it.
I need a little something else in there.
Sure.
Because I was reading, what is it, the latest, not Done and Dusted, but the second one?
Yeah, Swift and Saddled.
It's too real life. It was just way too real life. I had to DNF it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
I liked it, but it was just way too, that's not why I read.
Yeah.
Like, I have anxiety. I don't want to read about somebody else's anxiety. So I'm just like,
no. That type of too.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Okay, it was no, this is where I'm gonna have a brain fart.
Well, that's okay, just look it up.
The Galaxy Burlesque. What is that series called? Okay, let me see. It was a bit ago.
Hi, Crystal.
Hello.
You made it in good time.
Hi,
there
Crystal.
you go. Recently read a
I'm
free
all
use.
Crystal. What was my alien cowboy book?
Oh god.
SMT Jagger Cole has some free use. So there's one in the what's the series called? The Dark Heart series. The 4th or the 5th one is free use. And then I know in his new series there's also free use, but I haven't read that one. I just know from Amber's reviews that there is. So yes, he has some in his. Those are the ones I've read that have it anyway.
Cosmic Crush was what it is called by Cleo Evans.
Oh, Cleo Evans. Okay. She has some very diverse books out there because she's writing Small Town now too.
Yeah, this is like with an alien burlesque show, and then he is like an outlaw that comes in and abducts her. And he's an alien.
Melissa. Well, sentient object ones are not my cup of tea. So I haven't read those. I know a lot of people like them, but my kind of thing, this, of course, I'm the no judgment queen. I'm not judging anyone who wants to read the sentient objects. Not one bit. Have at it. Like my friend, my friend Bree used to read every single one that came on. I don't really like to read the romances that are like satire like that, because that's how I view those ones. Is like they're supposed to be like funny and out of the box. But the same with the like Chuck Tingle ones that are like the T-Rex or the whatever. Of course, I say read whatever you want, but I haven't read any, nor do I have recommendations for any, nor do I plan to ever read one because I just don't want to. I just don't want to. It's the same people know what it's not a trigger or anything. It's a preference. So
I got you.
I think April might have some recs, or
I got you.
He's read them. So, but not
yeah,
me.
I'm gonna have a whole book club about these. So
there you go, man.
The Door one I didn't like because it was a little too like sweet. Like to me, I read those to laugh. Like that is the whole point of them. They are complete entertainment and just hilarity. The Red Punch one, again, middling. It wasn't funny enough. It didn't go far enough for me.
Yep.
I want him to go all the way. Like it's a total like I just take that idea and run with it.
Yeah. I love that. I love that you've read these. My thing it always comes to is that I'm reading a romance because I want to fall in love with the hero. That's why I'm reading. Whether there's 2 or 3 heroes, I'll love them all. But I'm not going to fall in love with a sentient object. It's erotica, which again, no shade to erotica. I've read those, so that's why I don't read them. I think that's hilarious, and I love it that people are.
I am such a different kind of mood. I mean, there are obviously lots of us are mood readers, but like after an intense romance where there are such deep feelings, I need a lighter palate cleanser sometimes. So it's just, you just need something fun. Like I always say reading is my me time. It's my self-care time.
Yeah.
And in my self-care time, I do not want to cry. I want to laugh. So
yeah. No, I love that. Yeah. No, Melissa, there will not be a sentient object oddly specific rec video coming from Jen, but it sounds like you can go to April to get some recs for those. So I love that. Crystal, before we get started, what are you reading? What are you up to?
I am almost done with Kate by Tate James. Listen to the audiobook is duet narration with some sound effects, which is really good. I got that from my library. And then I'm also reading The Punishment of Ivy Levold.
Yes.
By Pierre Simon. So finishing up that trilogy of novellas. It's really good so
far. I love that series. I want her to write a full historical erotic romance so bad. She's only written shorts. She's written in The Duke I'd Like to F and The Rake I'd Like to F.
Yeah.
And she's written that trilogy. But I want her to write a full one. That's a historical erotica so bad. Like,
or just
erotic romance, not erotica. Erotic
or just a gothic romance, like with steamy elements. I'm like, I think she would do a great job.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the gothic vibes in her in her 4-book series, the what's that one called? I can't remember it. That's a Gothic series for sure.
Is that the one with the rose?
What?
Is that the one with the cover with the rose?
Yeah. The Thorns, the Thorn Chapel. There we go. I got to it. The Thorn Chapel series. That's definitely a Gothic series. It was good. I love that series, but I want to write like a historical one really bad.
Yeah.
But she also would try to rip our guts out. So there's that. Literally just finished, Kate. Oh, nice.
Nice. I am literally starting chapter 38 where I'm at.
Nice. Okay. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I like to do the longer sprints. So if anyone has to leave at any time, just peace out. It's totally fine. I'm planning to do 2 or 3 of these. We'll see how late it gets. So don't worry about it. I think we might have someone else joining later too. So I'll throw them in if they are. But let me go ahead and share this. I got one of these, just so everyone knows. Mine does bird sounds when it comes back. So if you have any pets that can hear, I'm warning you now. There's people's cats that freaked out, so just be prepared. But we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll see you back in 40 minutes. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Like I said, my husband's cooking. He just put like onions into the thing, and my eyes are watering from here. Like he's at least 15 feet, 20 feet away, and my eyes are watering from here. It's nuts. Oh my god.
Crazy. All right. How's everyone's books going?
My book is-
took me 15 minutes to get my audio headphones linked.
Oh no.
That's okay. My book is adorable, and it's making me giggle.
Well, that's good.
Love it.
Oh, I hope you're liking that one, girl. That series is wild. So crazy. We have 100 pages.
Nice.
Way to go, Ruth. Keep pushing, man.
Go, 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 go.
I think there'll probably only be like 4 of us who finished it for book club, so it's okay. The Fiery Cross is where you separate the wheat from the chaff of the people who can finish the Outlander series. That's the one that knocks the people out, and I don't even blame them. I don't blame them, because I remember the first time I read it too, and I was like, oh, how am I going to get through this?
Only the strong survive, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was weak in that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I was
Amber was so cute because she's like, I didn't really like it that much. And I'm like, that's totally okay. You can absolutely not like that much. I don't know anyone who the Fiery Cross is their favorite. I'm sure that person exists, but I don't know them.
Is that one in the show too? That did they do that one in the show?
Yeah.
What season is it?
5.
Okay.
Yeah. That's also the season that's is that one my least favorite?
Is that her
It's a
daughter?
tie. What?
Is that her daughter? The season with her daughter?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The daughter's in there since season, like, I mean, she starts there in season 2. So the daughter's there most of the time. But
oh, that's right. I'm a dummy. Well, like
Yeah.
like to me, it's like the seasons where it's mostly about her daughter and Roger. Yeah.
Yeah. Season 4 is when like that gets started. But anyway.
I'm really sorry for sniffling. I'm like my eyes.
Oh my gosh, don't cry. No, I'm just kidding. I got exactly 1 chapter in, and now you're struggling to get your kids back. That one particularly, I read because the Ice and Echoes is like half the size of the other 2, and I read that one in like 1 sitting. The other ones I had to take breaks because it was pretty heavy. But anyway, trying to finish Phantom and the Scarlet. Oh, and Scarlet is a pain in the ass. Love it.
That's what I want to start after I finish these 2.
Oh, you're on the last book. Okay. I thought I'd seen that you'd read the other one. 50% in. Love it.
Nice.
Fiery Cross was a miss. Yep. I mean, that's what did I just say? Yep. It's everybody's least favorite. And it knocks people out. So there you go. You prove my point right there. That one slows everybody down. But in my opinion, it's because it's dealing with the most boring part. And it's not quite the revolution yet. So it's just kind of like spinning their wheels. But now I'm calling them seasons. Book 6 has some of my like favorite parts. Like some of the most dramatic parts are in that one. And then 7 and 8 have really fun stuff going on too. So, I mean, I love them. I'm biased. You are not talking to an unbiased woman. But whenever I make a list of my favorite books, the Fiery Cross is at the bottom. But there you go. So, my point is I encourage you to continue if you didn't like the Fiery Cross because everybody dislikes that one. Just finished Maggie Gates, and you're about to pick up the new Haley Cass novella. I've never heard of that author. Don't know what that is. Very interesting. I should say what I ended up reading. I ended up reading the Corinne Michaels because I was working on my cross stitch for some of the time. So, and that one's almost done. I'll probably actually finish it in another sprint. So, yeah. we're rolling into the third act conflict, so I should finish it in the next one there. So you have about 130 pages left. Oh, look, Lisa will be done too. Yay, Lisa. So proud of you. You've enjoyed quite a few parts, but not my favorite. Yep, I had to pull out the audiobook for that one because I just wasn't going to get through it if I didn't have the audiobook for that one.
Someone said it's like a 40-hour audiobook?
I think it's 54.
Oh gosh.
I think the mass market copy is 1,400 pages. The like big copy is 980 pages. Yeah.
Jeez. I know she
they're,
likes to
like,
write, but
dive-in
man.
open pages and they're really
Yeah,
small.
that one is the biggest one. Not by like a ton the biggest one because they're all pretty big, but that one's also the biggest one. So Maggie Gates writes Small Town Cowboy series. Yes, Maggie Gates I've seen. I've never seen Hallie Cass before, though. Right? FF. Okay. I like it.
I'm sorry. It's crazy. I've never.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the onion or if it's just he's not even using that much. It wants 2 cups and he's only using 1 cup.
How did he survive?
He's over there crying his face off. Trust me.
That's a potent onion right there.
I know.
It's a potent onion right there.
Dinner's gonna be good.
I bet.
What are you guys having?
Enchiladas.
Okay, yeah, we had tacos today too.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
Oh man.
All right. Well, we'll go into another one then. So since we're on a roll here, we'll just hop
I want
right
to get back to
in again.
this.
I know. I was like, I'm in it. So yeah. Okay. We will do another one here and then we'll see if people have to go or whatever.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Round 2. Alrighty. That was almost perfect time. I literally have 4 minutes left in my audiobook, so. I almost was like, add more time to the timer.
I know I have like 2 chapters left and the epilogue left.
Nice. Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good. Yep. I get in the weird like reading zone, and then when I have to talk, I'm like still thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start handing out dumbass cards to the characters in this book. That's funny. I read a bit more, but not much. I made tea and toast. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I have a little snack here, like a dessert snack. I didn't know what I want to do. I have pretzel crisps and Reese's Pieces because I'm like, I want a salty and sweet snack.
Yeah, I have pretzels too. Love it. But yeah. All right, let's see. 44 pages into Paladin's Grace. Oh, I've heard that's a good one. I want to read more T. Kingfisher. I've liked what I've read so far.
I don't think I've ever read from her before.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only read 2 things, but I know that like Sword Heart is one a lot of people love. That's the one Crystal loves. And I think it was, I don't know if that one's on Audible Escape, but it was on Anyplay FM. So it was like a free listen at the time. But I've heard that one's good because that one's a romance. Yeah, and is a bit lighter.
Yeah. That's what drew my attention too. If I'm going to try T. Kingfisher, it'll be that one.
Yeah. Yeah. But the one of the ones I read was like a really creepy one because a lot of hers are pretty creepy. So yeah, can't remember the name of it now, but it was like a Sleeping Beauty retelling. And I won't spoil it, but there's a villain that you're not expecting in it. I won't say what it was. And yeah, it was really creepy.
But you didn't know.
Yeah, I don't do too many of the creepy ones, so it's funny because I don't know if you've had this. You probably will if you haven't as of yet. But I get so many strange like requests for books that people want to send me that it's so clear they haven't watched me or anything. They've just been like hunting for emails from book reviewers. And like today, I got one from a guy who's the like PR guy for like horror stuff. And he literally was like, oh, we have this horror collection. We'd love to send you a paperback and blah, blah, blah. And I was nice though, because I'm like, he's just trying to get people to read the book. But I was like, hello, Noah. The Book Refuge does not read horror novels. I read books with an HEA and preferably smut in them. Thank you for reaching out. I literally said that back. And he answered, he's like, thanks for letting me know. And I was like, you're welcome. But like I get them for like children's books and for memoirs and for stuff. And I'm just always like, first off, when they start the email with Dear the Book Refuge, I'm always like, you didn't even look, like my name is in my bio. My name is on all my stuff. And it's clear you copy and pasted my channel name. And then it's for literally like for a memoir and for like comic books and children's books. And I'm just like, what are you doing, man? Like you're wasting your time. I've read in the past like 4 years, I've read like 2 nonfiction books. 2 of them. Like I don't do that. Like, and one of them was Sam Hewen's book, and the other one was like like mystery investigator one. Paul Hole's book. That's what it was. Because like I don't read nonfiction because I would like happy things. I do not watch horror, Melissa. I don't watch and or read it. I have no interest. The closest to like a horror that I've
even watched in the last 10 years is A Quiet Place. And that one is like to me, that's more suspense than horror. I have no interest, none whatsoever.
I think since having kids, I just can't, especially when there was like kids involved in it. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, that was a
what's the kid-
fantastic movie. Like, I loved it, but I have no, like, I'm not
I
into it.
think there was one with Katie. Who's the actress that married Tom Cruise?
Katie Holmes.
Yeah, the one with Katie Holmes. There was one where I think it was like her daughter or something that was in it.
Oh, okay.
And ever since that one, I'm like, my husband and I were watching. We're just like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. Like, yeah. It's like, yeah. He's like, I can't handle this. I'm like, I can't handle it either.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I don't and thanks, girl. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude to people who message me like that, but I'm also like, but you didn't do any research. Like, you didn't. That's okay. But if I ignore people, then they just keep messaging me, so I send it off where I'm just like, no, this isn't even close to what I read. You haven't even looked at my Goodreads if you are sending me this. Anyway, this is a reread for you. You will say if body horror, it's a no-go. Yeah, that's difficult for me. The Paladin series might... Oh, if it's a body horror, it might not be for you. Okay. It's very creepy serial killer subplot. Oh. But see, I can read that in like a fantasy sense, you know, because to be fair to like what she's reading that Pam Godwin series, I consider horrific to me. Like, it's suspense, but there are elements of like not gory horror or that. Well, in the last book, there's some gore stuff, but to me, I still know it's still a romance. Like, I can read romantic suspense. I can do that. It's all just I need the romance part, and thrillers or horror or whatever, they aren't promising me that. It's also why R. Lee Smith, they write like sci-fi horror romances. Her books end in HEAs, but it's so horrific to get there. Like, the ones I've read are just like, I can barely make it through them, and like, they end up together great, but you know.
I was able to read like not Cicadia. I like gothic romance when it's even with that where there's a little bit of body horror in it. I can handle that.
Yeah.
And then there's this I read one basically thriller for like a year, and that's with S.A. Barnes, and that's what April actually introduced me with. And I'm like, that one I could handle.
Yeah.
And I read the first book from her last year. I'm like, then I have her second, like another sci-fi thriller horror that I want to read this year. So I'm like, I can handle like one a year, and that's the only way I can handle that.
Yeah. And this, like, I can understand this, Melissa, that you don't want to read it. You watch them. I totally understand that. There's some of my friends that are like that too. And I mean, it's just tough for me. Like, I don't want to read them because I internalize it more. If I'm going to see horror stuff, I would rather watch it than read it because I'm more able to divorce from it when I watch it. But also, because I'm into true crime, that's real life horror to me. I don't need to watch like a made up one, right? Anyway, I'm a strange person. I understand that, but a lot of people love horror. I'm happy for people who like what they like, but even in, you know, like, I read The Empire of the Vampire and like Empire of the Damned by Jay Kristoff, and I mean, I don't know whether those will have an HEA by the end. I don't know if they will, but those ones are extremely bloody ones. Like, it's very like gory vampire stuff, and that's like right on the edge of it for me, where I'm like, I love his book so much, so I can do it. But if that was an author I didn't like, I would be like, I'm gonna step out.
Okay. I heard about that series, but I haven't read from him. So I was like, it's vampire, so I'm like, did I read it? But then I hear it's very gory, so I'm like,
it is pretty.
I don't know if that's the first book I should read by him.
Yeah. To me, again, I'm able to divorce from it in two ways. Again, one, I like his writing. I've been reading him for a long time now. And two, because it's vampires doing the gore, it's like a little easier for me because,
Yeah.
again, it's the fantasy element, and I expect that with vampires, right? Like, you know, a lot of, and because they're like immortal beings, so what, it can be really bloody and then they like live through it.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people in those, that because people are like cattle in that series, so there's people being literally like, in the second book they're in the vampire kingdom, and there's the humans that, like 2 or 3 humans a night, get brought into the dining room and just like bled out into people's cups and everything, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
like I just can't like do it. So yeah, I'm weird like that. There's some stuff I can make it through, but Hills of Shivers and Shadows is borderline horror. Yeah. And that's the thing with that one, friend, is that it's, the reveal in the first one to me is horrific. I don't know if people call it horror as in like the typical horror that would be in like a movie, but the atmosphere that Pam puts you in and the way that the reveal happens, to me it was horrific. And that's why I call that one like a suspense and like horror type of thing. But that's not actually how it's classified. It's a more romantic suspense thing, but to me, as a romance reader, it was horrific. You know, there's like a difference. So I would call it romantic suspense, but this book's crazy. Don't watch much horror, mostly because I don't like jump scares. That too. They just kind of piss me off. Because it's music and like it's camera stuff that is a jump scare. But then it makes me jumpy in my own house. And like, I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. But yeah, I mean, it's weird. Like I said, we're all different what we can like stomach. And I think too, my dad didn't watch like horror movies, but he watched a lot of more like gore type monster movies and like thriller stuff when I was a kid. And I still remember some things as clear as if I watched it yesterday. And I don't like that. Like I never forget it. And I'm like, I don't want to remember something for 30 years that's like ugly like that, you know? I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, there's one movie that wasn't even scary. It was Indiana Jones, and I had nightmares, and I still remember that nightmare as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, the snake scenes on the floor. Yeah.
yeah.
I
I've
thought I could
literally,
see them on my floor, and it was like, I was like,
yeah.
you couldn't do that.
For me, the movie it was Anaconda. We
Okay,
watched
no.
that, and I for years had nightmares about getting like eaten by one or watching someone have that like literally I saw that with him when I was like 7, and I would have nightmares.
Yeah.
I still, once in a blue moon, I'll have that pop back in my head or something, and this particular scene from it, I immediate, like just saying it now, that scene is in my head, and I'm just like, I don't want to remember those things forever, you know. I'm just weird like that. The good horrors don't have jump scares that aren't. Very true. Very true. Very
It's
true.
probably what I actually like the Agatha Christie, because I read those novels like in high school, like a lot of those, and I like watching the movies because for me that's like it's more mystery focused, so it's not
Yeah.
as horror element and
Yeah.
you're trying to solve a puzzle, so it's like
Yeah.
you're kind of removed from that a little bit.
Yeah, and I love like murder mystery type stuff, you know, like Knives Out. That one's really fun. I love that type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's fine with me. I don't love, and this is even a good example too. Like I know I would never in a million years watch Midsummer, but I know what happens in it because I do watch a lot of movie reviews. I always have since I was in college. So I have a couple of reviewers that I watch all of their reviews, even for horror movies that I'm never going to see, so that I like know the pop culture stuff. So there's so many horror films that I have a working knowledge of what they are about, but I wouldn't touch them. I don't like demonic type things. Just also as someone who is a Christian, I don't like to mess with demonic. I just don't, because I believe in it. So I don't want to watch a film about it. Even if it's fictional version of it, I have no interest in that. And I don't like possession things, and that type of horror just like creeps me out. So yeah, I could
Although
do the monster stuff, but
Constantine is always a good one for me.
what?
Constantine, Constantine. Oh gosh,
mhm.
that was such a good. I don't know. There's something different about that one. That's the only one that like I really like to watch that one.
You both hate my house this time of year. Oh, yeah, yeah. I didn't mean, but I am classic for the like kid Halloween movies, but not for like spooky ones, right? Like I love watching the good old what is it? Practical Magic. I love, and I love, of course, the witches one. Wow, I just forgot the name of it. With the Sanderson sisters. What is that called?
Hocus Pocus.
Yes, thank you. Hocus Pocus, and I loved like Halloween Town. Like I watched all that stuff. So, but yeah, not the creepy stuff. So,
Yeah, makes me want to watch Charmed again.
yeah.
Love
Oh,
that TV show.
Melissa, why do you want to bring that? I don't want to talk about it into this. Oh, I don't want to get into the drama of it all. I saw the film with my friend and I enjoyed it. I've never read the book. I've never read anything by Colleen Hoover. I didn't know a single thing. My friends read the book, so we went together and she liked it as someone who's read the book and I liked it for someone who hadn't read the book. I didn't know what was happening in part of it. And I was like, wow, this doesn't seem as bad as people were saying. It was like, oh wow, this is what's happening. So right. I think that it was done well. I think that it's sad it's being tainted by all of the stuff like around it, the like promotion of it and the whatever. But I mean, hype is hype to people. Whether someone hate watches your movie or they watch it with joy, you still make the money for it. So it's all, that's where that goes. So yeah, I thought it was okay. I don't want to watch it again because it's not a super comfortable film, but I went to see it for Brandon Skelnar. That was 1000% my reason for it. I've been a fan of his since I first saw him in something. And like I like Blake Lively, she's fine, but I absolutely didn't go see the movie for her. So
I was actually surprised when I heard that she was announced to be that actress. So
yeah, interesting. See, and again, I didn't read it, so I didn't have any.
Me neither. I just the things that I've heard people explain about the book, and so I was like, oh,
yeah.
I haven't read any Colleen Hoover either, and I don't think I will.
Is following. I love it. In the fall, it's Gilmore Girls and Vampire Diaries. Oh yes, girl. That's so true. Gilmore is a very fall-y show. That's so true.
Yeah. Supernatural is like my go-to too.
Yes, that one as well. I do not read Hoover though. Yeah, I don't read her at all. But well, anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. I'm gonna finish up my book and then yeah, I guess it's 9:00 already for when we do these. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming out, and I hope you enjoyed reading some books with us. It was great. Dean is the only answer to this question, so I don't know why you're even asking.
Yeah, I need my son off of the Dean character.
That's the only answer. Do I love Sam? Sure, he's great, but Dean's who it's about, okay? Like Dean's who it's about. All right. Have a good night, friends who joined. You're amazing.